Hi YouTubers, it's cycle day 8 on my first test cycle where I'm taking my temperatures every day and OPKs each morning. Last night I was out around the town in Bolton on a Christmas do, so I might look a bit bleary-eyed this morning. It's, what time is it? 20 past 8 in the morning. I got in at 2:30, something like that. Now my problem is, I woke up to go to the loo at what I thought was, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the morning. Checked my clock, checked my phone, the time on my phone when I got back into bed. It was about 7:30. And then I got up at 8. So my temperature's not going to be quite right because I didn't have the full 3 solid hours sleep before taking my temperature and not moving about and this, that and the other. And I didn't use first morning urine for my OPK. So today's going to be a bit of a washout, but I've done it anyway. I've carried on. Made a note on my chart, my fertility friendly chart, that what happened with me going to the loo, and it's, look at that piece of hair, look. Random. So I'm gonna carry on, and there's no signs of ovulation yet. I wanted to ask you all when you first started seeing a pink line on your OPK, because I know a lot of people ovulate around cycle day 12, and now I'm cycle day 8. That's only 4 days away. So I expected to see like a really faint pinkish line already, but nothing. I'll show you. Hang on. Go to the bathroom. Can you see? No pink, well, just the control line. So I was just curious actually when you all started seeing a faint positive, well, a faint indication of ovulation. Just the one control line. So clearly not ovulating, which is fine. Plus the fact that this is a test cycle to just work out when I'm ovulating for next cycle, so we can do insems. Other than that, not a lot to report really. Oops, sorry YouTubers, it's a bit noisy. Loads of snow here. Well, I say loads of snow, it sounded a bit haily this morning on the window, but on the way up yesterday afternoon, the snowflakes were like that. They were enormous, and the motorway was at a standstill. If we weren't driving in it and needed to be somewhere at a certain time, it would have been really pretty. All the sides of the roads, the trees were white over, and it was really nice. And the kids would have loved it. They'd have been like, "Mum, can we go and get the sledge out?" I don't know whether they had any back home. Where we were when it started was probably hour and a half, 2 hours away from home. Hour and a half. So I don't know. The weather's so bizarre here in the UK. It could be sunbathing weather 10 minutes down the road, so you never can tell. It was very frosty underfoot last night when I was making my way back to the hotel at 2ish, but didn't fall over. That's very key. Didn't fall over. Very proud of myself. I think all the times that I have fallen over in the past on a night out when it's been frosty, I've probably blamed on the frost and the ice, but it was probably booze. But can't blame it on booze this time round because there was none to be had. Which is quite amusing actually, because I was on a night out with 10 men, and the numbers dwindled as the night went on. They're like, "Oh, I'm going home now, I've had enough, I'm going home. And they're all on the beer, and there's me on my sparkling water and my Coke. I even had a cup of tea at one point. Not very rock and roll, but it's what I fancied, so I had it, and I can. So yeah, by the end of the night there was, I don't know, 3 or 4 of us left. And men being men, they're like, what do you want to drink, Andy? Oh, Diet Coke, please. Diet Coke with what? More Diet Coke. Go on, stick a vodka in it. I'm like, no, thank you. And a couple of times I got a glass given to me with vodka or something rather pungent in it. So I had to give it away to somebody else. It wasn't that I can't drink because I'm not pregnant or anything. Just didn't fancy it. I wanted soda water or Diet Coke. I was really thirsty. So I took control of the situation and I got most of the drinks in. But it was a nightmare getting served in the bars last night. Apparently it was Mad Friday here. The Friday before like the Christmas festivities officially start. And it was rammed. Absolutely rammed until sort of after midnight when people were starting to go in the clubs. So the pubs were a bit more quiet. But trying to get served was absolutely horrendous. And it's young kids not really knowing what they're doing, or serving the mates first, or serving the mates of the mates, and quite annoying. So we didn't stay in one pub for very long. We did a bit of a crawl. Then came back to the hotel and had a bit of a natter and went to bed. So anyway, it was a good night. Food was shocking. Went to Frankie and Benny's. Absolutely awful. Mine was cremated. I had some chicken thing, which I hadn't really seen much of a chicken at all, and it was hard work. It was a good workout for the jaw. Anyway, you don't want to hear me rambling on about nothingness. So I shall say goodbye, and I will do another video when I get a faint line. So presumably in, I don't know, a day or two. I really don't know. I've never done an OPK before this week. So I don't know when to expect the first signs of ovulation. My temperature did spike this morning, but I'm assuming that's because I went to the loo an hour before I took it, or half an hour before I took it.